Hey, people! What's up, team?
Hello, hello.
She's back.
I'm back. Just went away for a day.
A day?
As far as they know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I was gone for 5 days. It was great.
It's good. So what's up, people? Nice to be on here with you guys. Another Monday. They keep coming. They're not going to stop. Another Monday. The year is almost over. Incredible that this year is almost gone. Let's see. What's up, Tim? What's happening? Teresa's on. Will, I was thinking about you yesterday. Both of our hearts were broken yesterday. Stupid NFL teams. What's up, Shannon? What's going on, guys? Hello.
Hey,
Gladys. Iris. Hello. Good morning, all of you. So wonderful to see you guys on here. Maria, that's Sweet Home, Alabama. What's up? How are you? Randall, I was thinking about you too this morning, my man. What a season in the red stick, huh? Unbelievable. And there's Mr. Chris. So, Chris, as it should be, the team from Baton Rouge is #1 in the nation, as it should be. Just saying, Chris. Just saying. And we get a chance because, you know, you guys are in the playoffs. So, hello. Look at all these amazing people. Mr. Stern is on. Is he the first to lean on here? Look at that. Shannon, my eyes are failing me. Amy, you ready to get into this?
I am. We got a lot to talk about.
You're probably ready 10 seconds ago.
You know me. Business.
First of all, I want to say just, I don't know if it's correct, congratulations is the right word. It's not. Canada is amazing. Specifically, our team in Canada is amazing. And the reason I'm saying that is, hands down, you guys are setting the pace for the rest of the team on what virtual trainings should look like when you put them together. You guys are packing rooms out. Your leaders are active in all of the meetings. You guys are having fun. I'm seeing trainings after the meetings. I'm seeing meals after the meetings. And some people will say, oh, well, people are just different in Canada. And I will say baloney. Yes, everybody has their own cultures, but if you're doing it right, people like having fun and like having a good time globally. Just figure it out locally and you'll be doing what Canada's doing. They are killing it right now.
Well, and if it's not happening in your area, then make it happen. You know, I see that every once in a while. I'll see people say, well, there's nothing going on around me. Well, sounds like an opportunity. So don't wait for someone to do it. Make it happen. But so much of this business, you know, people are attracted to it because of the potential that it holds. But a lot of times people stick around more so because of the community, because a lot of times people don't always put in the effort needed to grow their business. They don't have the action steps. They don't have that behavior, but they enjoy the community so much that they stick around, and sometimes something switches in their life and then they take more of a business approach to building this business. But in the meantime, when you have that community feel, you keep people around longer and the potential is greater for them, you know, having a change of events.
There's a PJ party coming somewhere, Maria's saying. So.
Oh, whoa. Facial PJ party. I like it.
That's going to be fun.
I like it.
We want to see the pictures from that one. That one's going to be good. So this week we're on core value number 2, and that is that we as Team True Blue provide all an equal opportunity for impact. And the connection we want to make for you guys this week in concerning providing all an equal opportunity for impact has something to do with the virtual trainings and something that we were just talking about. There's a lot of purpose and intention, which is core value number 1, built into our virtual trainings. They're not just haphazardly put together, even to the extent of who is going to host them and the frequency and all of these things. So to stay in line with our core values, because Lynette and I and the team do make a concerted effort that every decision we make, we reference the core values. Like, is it in line with this? Is it in line with this? Is it in line with this? And so one of the decisions, and this is important that the team hear this at the top of this team live today, is that moving into the year 2020, that we will continue to have virtual trainings. In fact, I think there's going to be multiple virtual trainings, but they're not going to be hosted by the same people that we've had in the past. Meaning, we are talking to our leaders and helping them move into that role of being the person that's putting the training together, putting the content together, deciding how long the training is going to be, deciding on what day you actually make the link available, what weekend of the month you make that available. And we're going to be working closely with all of the leaders with providing content. So how does that align? Well, if we continue what we've been doing, and we've been doing this now, I'm thinking we're in year 2 of the virtual trainings. I think we've done about 16 to 17 virtual trainings to the best of my memory. If we continue doing exactly what we've been doing, then we're no longer living in line with core value number 2, that we're giving everyone an equal opportunity, because that would mean we were just having the same people host with the same people delivering content. Now, I know we had different Pro 3s on and different product stories, but the main people, the decision makers of who was going to be hosting and what content was going to be delivered was the same group for the last 18 months. And that must change. If we're in alignment with core value number 2, that we're going to give everyone an equal opportunity, then it must change.
Well, and just what I'm thinking as you're saying that is, had we been able to rely on someone else when we got started, someone else to provide the trainings, someone else to schedule the meetings, someone else to host, workshops or whatever, we would not have stepped in to that leadership role because we felt like we weren't capable. We felt like we weren't equipped. We felt like we didn't have the skill set. But because there was no one else to do it, we did it. And I feel like what that did is it solidified our business and the growth that we experienced, because we no longer waited for things to be done. We knew that if it was going to happen, it was on us to make it happen. And to some extent, when we continually provide, it takes that away from you from being able to do. So it's great to be able to kind of pass that baton to some extent. As you know, the company has incorporated doing monthly virtual trainings. They're not the same as what we were doing as a team. There's not the same amount of content, but it just means that there's going to be, it's just another avenue, I should say, that the company's providing extra training. But it's also, in regards to our team, allowing our leadership to be able to provide amazing content. And so it's nice to be able to have that happen.
And content that is detailed and specific for the market that the team is in, or the team itself. For instance, Canada. Canada now is going to have an opportunity to provide their teams with a virtual training that is, in my opinion, going to be more effective than the virtual trainings before, because they will probably have a very heavy Canada slant to it.
Right.
When it comes to the meetings, the packs, the products, because it's not the same as it is for the U.S. teams. And same thing goes for all of our other markets. And Lynette's right. It is a blessing to have an elite distributor in your market, but it's also a curse, because it's self-imposed. You sit back and you let them lead because they're the elites. But what we've always said is the leaders that actually succeed in this big time, typically don't have elite representation in the market establishing things. These people, like Canada's a great example. We don't have an elite distributor in Canada. And so you've got a few leaders in Canada. Oh, of course, it's coming. 2020 is the year, Mr. and Mrs. Pro 6s. There's a few of you guys over there. 2020 is the year. But that's a great example. And Connecticut's another example. Yeah. You got Iris on here, that another example of someone that they're just having to lead. And then we could go on and on when it comes to that. So guys, it's important that you give everybody an equal opportunity for impact, because that fosters leadership. If you're not giving everybody an equal opportunity, then it's just not fair. This kind of starts to feel like any other organization that people have been a part of, that you kind of have to know somebody to get something done, or kind of got to have the inside track. That's not the case here. Go do what you're supposed to do, become successful, and people will recognize that, and your teams will benefit from it. So last little bit on this topic, I don't want anybody to freak out and go, oh no, they're like stopping. No, we are actually, Lynette and I are putting content out now weekly. Some of you may not even know about it. We're putting it out on the YouTube channels, but we're also going to be providing training for all of you who want to do your own virtual trainings. So Lynette and I are going to continue monthly to create 15 to 20 minute segments on topics that we feel are very important right now in the business. And we will make those available to any one of you that want to host your own virtual training. It's really simple. I'll drop you a Dropbox link. You download it on your computer. Voila, there you have it. We're also, for anybody that is a little like maybe wondering how to do this, we'll provide some training there too of how to do your own virtual trainings. We are not stopping virtual trainings. We're just changing who the hosts are and letting them in those local markets decide how that's going to happen. So I'm excited about it. I think it's the next step for this team to grow and become stronger and create more ranks and more rank advancements. So let me talk about the trainings that are going to start tonight a little bit. So in an effort to continue to foster leadership development in the organization, we have established, starting this month and tonight, 2 trainings that happen every month on the same day. And the first training is designed for our Pro 3s, 4s, and 5s. So if you are a Pro 3, Pro 4, or Pro 5, there is a private Facebook group that's already been created. If you're not in that group and you are a Pro 3, 4, or 5, ask your support team, ask your upline to get you in that group, because we've made all the elite distributors, I think, are moderators in those groups and can add you, and they can get you the Zoom link for tonight. That will be 8 p.m. Eastern. And I know Canada's thinking, wait a second, that's pretty early. Stick with me. It's in a Facebook group. It's going to be archived. It's there forever. Okay, we're zooming into a Facebook. It's going to be live. And the reason we're doing that one at 8 is because on the next hour at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got a Zoom training that's going to be monthly for our Pro 6s and above. And that one is going to have a completely different tone, a completely different message, and a training that we are equally excited to deliver. And so that starts tonight, and there's a Facebook group for that. It's exclusive to Pro 6s and above. So if you're a Pro 6 and above and you're not in that group or don't know anything about it, reach out to your support teams, have them add you to those groups. We're really excited about these trainings that are going to start tonight. They're going to happen monthly. And we plan on tonight announcing January's dates. So we're going to always stay way ahead of the game so that there's no question in your calendars when things are going to happen. But we're really, really excited to do that. So, and for the new distributors and the Pro 1s and the Pro 2s, you're probably thinking, well, wait a second, I want that training. It's probably good for me. And it is good training, and it would be good for you. It's just that we need to deliver a different message at Pro 3. There's a different type training and different type mindset that begins at Pro 3. And as you guys know, Pro 3 is our foundational rank. It is the rank that everyone should be thinking about. It is the rank, if you're not a Pro 3, you are trying to get to. And if you are a Pro 3, it's the rank that you should be trying to duplicate for your team. If you're a Pro 3, your next goal is to create a Pro 3, not you getting to Pro 4. Because honestly, the only way you're going to get to Pro 4 is probably by you creating some more Pro 3s. So with that, where's our list of 3s? So here they are. Okay, so we got some new people this month that get into the training. So here, take it away.
Are you going to give me a drum roll? Oh. I'm I'm sure you guys appreciate that. Okay. On Facebook Live, it's probably making the whole. Okay.
Careful what you ask for, homie.
Pro 3. Jolly Lux. Hit Pro 3 this month. Whoop, whoop.
Congratulations.
Jolly.
That's a cool last name, Lux. Is it Lux? Lux? That's a really,
Lux.
really cool last name.
Victoria Ameri.
Victoria?
I was so concerned with the messing up the last name that I messed up the first name. Victoria. Congrats, girl. Good job.
Congratulations. That is incredible, Victoria.
Gilda Ahad went from 0 to Pro 3 in 1 month.
That's amazing. We're gonna find out that story, because that doesn't happen too often, that you go from not even Pro 1 to Pro 3 in 1 month. We don't try to celebrate that overly, because I know there's a bunch of people going, oh, how'd that happen? You know, so hey, congratulations. That's amazing.
Okay, so I see this,
yes,
but I don't see.
Go ahead and announce
this. Or this.
Whoa.
Or this.
Wait. That's because that's a second business center.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, that's business center 2, I think. So, but I know her. Yvonne Zhang is a distributor out of New York. So congratulations. She's a new Pro 5.
5.
Congratulations.
We've got Eileen. Okay. We have 2 difficult last names because it's mother and son. Eileen Cavanuelo.
If it's Spanish.
I said that right?
If it's Spanish.
And if it's not, I don't know. Sorry. And Dr. Scott Cavanuelo. He hit Pro 4. His mom hit Pro 6. Holy cow. Great job, you guys.
You guys are rocking. That family's on fire. And that's all in Eileen's group, right?
And unfortunately, I don't know this company name. A lot of us will put our IDs in a company name, so I'm not sure.
That's out of Henry's group out of New York as well.
All right, and then there was a BC2 hit Pro 6. So you guys, that's awesome. So excited for you. But you know, we don't want to discredit those higher ranks, but we are fired up for those Pro 3s, just knowing that it's the foundational rank, and typically once you get to that spot, you're just gonna keep plugging away, right? So it's a big deal that we.
And just so the team knows, the month of November, that's a November report, we had 442 rank advancements from Pro 1s all the way up through Pro 6. So lots of new Pro 1s.
And there were a ton of Pro 1s.
Oh, just hundreds.
Tons.
Hundreds of Pro 1s. Lots of platinum packs happened in November. And we'll be talking in these trainings tonight. I got some more statistics for the trainings tonight. I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. If you're Pro 3 and up and you're going to be in these trainings, do a little research in your back office, because I'm going to be asking some questions. All right? We need to be talking about how many Pro 3s you currently have. We need to be talking about what your average customer order is and your average distributor order. I know. The reports are right here. I know what the team's averages are. We got them highlighted. You should know what they are. We're going to be talking about that tonight. So excited about more numbers, because numbers allow you to track your business. So we got our recognition done. Let's talk about the inactive reports a little bit. Why don't you give them a little bit of what you know about it, and I'll jump in with this.
Well, the company, you guys are probably aware, I think we've mentioned it, some emails have already been going out. So the company is in the process of kind of cleaning up some of the back end of what our data is as a company. We've got.
You like the way she says data?
Data?
Data.
Are you going to make me say crayons too?
Maybe.
I said it right. So.
Wait, did you say crowns or crayons? Oh, she says crowns. I'm like, crowns?
Don't make me start talking about hose pipes.
That's what you wear on your head as a crown,
say.
not a crayon.
So anyway, as I was saying, the company is in the process of cleaning up some ID numbers of people who have been inactive. They've not been ordering anything in potentially years. And so in the process of doing that, what they're doing for us is kind of sending out notifications. Hey, you may have somebody in your group that needs some attention, maybe a little nudge. They're receiving emails on their end as well. really just saying, listen, if you'd like to still be a distributor with LifeVantage or a customer, we want you to, we encourage you to. You'll need to place an order within this allotted time, otherwise your ID number will go away. So what does that mean for you as active distributors? What that means is this is an opportunity for you to reach out to some people. I want to share a little story with you. There's an elite distributor I know who looked into her back office and she saw some people that she wanted to reach out to, but she didn't enroll them personally. So what she did is she reached out to the person who did. This person, this distributor, has not engaged in the business in a while, but still had an auto ship, right? So she reached out to him and said, listen, the company's going to be cleaning out the system. I'd like to reach out to some of these people who have not placed an order in a while to maybe encourage them to do so. And he was like, well, wait a minute, that's my people. And she says, well, yes, that's why I'm reaching out to you first. And he said, well, no, I want to do that. I'm going to. And so what it did is it re-engaged him. He had been doing nothing, but he was like, well, I don't, I'll do that. And so it kind of was multi-purposed. One, it re-engaged somebody who wasn't active prior to that. But also if that person had said, well, no, go ahead. You go ahead and reach out. Then it gives you the permission to maybe reach out to some other people who aren't active. So it's just food for thought because, we're constantly out there trying to educate these people who are in our back office to some degree, have a level of education, and for whatever reason, don't have the product coming. Sometimes life happens. Maybe a credit card didn't run and it just wasn't even on their radar. Whatever the case may be, it's a chance for us to follow up with people. And I thought that was a great way to maybe go about doing it if it's not your individual people, but in your back office.
Maria just said she reached out to 25 and 7 have reactivated.
That's insane. That is insane. So that's a testament right there as to why you would want to do that. Take the time to go in your back office, you guys, and find this out, because if you wait too long, those names are going to be gone. And
if I was you, Maria, I would do a Zoom with your team and teach them exactly what you did. I would put scripts together of some sort and have your team use the same script to go and talk to their people. And if Maria is anybody you can plug into, maybe have Maria teach your groups what she did, because that's about a 35% re-engagement, which is ridiculously high.
And maybe, Maria, maybe you could even post something here in the comments if it's something that you can do in a concise way. If not, we can figure something out later. But the point is that we've got some work to do. And sooner would be better than later, because I don't know exactly when those names are going away. I've heard some dates thrown around.
Supposedly January 1st, the cleanup starts.
That's the date I heard thrown around. So that's not too far from now. You've got about 3 weeks, right? So give yourself a deadline and stick to it. Or if you can't get to all of them, maybe even print it so that you've got a point of reference.
So we don't want to spend too much more time on this, but you should be getting these emails. I just took a screenshot and printed out the email, and it basically tells you log into your virtual office. And once you do that, there's several more steps here that you want to do to run this report to find out. If you don't know how to run the report, get with your support team. Start asking people, how do you run this report? But the directions are in your email. It's in your inbox right now. If you're not getting emails from the company, go into your back office and check your settings to make sure you are allowing the company to email you. Make sure your email is current. Make sure it's spelled correctly. You blow your mind. I think it's less than 10% of our company gets emails because the addresses are either wrong or the distributor selected at the time of enrollment that they don't want communication from the company. The same way, you check boxes from Target and Walmart and all these other people that solicit you. Well, the difference is LifeVantage wants to send you information that will help you make money. Those people just want to sell you something. So go unclick that box so you can get emails from the company. But it's all there. Now, let me tell you why they're doing this again. It's part of a movement that our company is making to make sure we are in alignment with the Federal Trade Commission's requests, demands that we are an organization that is not making money off of distributors just buying product. We want to know who truly is a distributor and who's really a customer. And if you haven't used the products for a year, then not only are you not a customer, you're not a distributor either, really. We really need to know who's who. And you can stay active just by placing an order. That's simply it. And if you're a distributor and you don't want to be classified as a distributor anymore, but you still want the products, we want to know that too. Like, no, just make me a customer. I'm really not a distributor. We need to know who's a distributor and who's not. The second thing is, we did this for years anyway. Just about 4 years ago, the company stopped doing this. But the policy is, if you don't have an order within 6 months, your account is suspended. If there's no auto ship to your account for 6 months, it's suspended. And after a year, if you don't purchase any product for a year, it's terminated. That's just what we've been doing and we're doing, but we stopped a few years ago. It's going to help clean up the data in the company's database so that they can have less clutter in there. We're decluttering the database. So I think we're clear on that. Let's talk a little bit, just to close this thing out, on knowing your numbers a little bit. So important for all of you to know your numbers if you want to make money at all with LifeVantage. Some of you are just happy sharing this, and that's fantastic. We hope that we can deliver content as a team by sharing stories and what we do in Life Biohacked and Team True Blue, this page, this group that supports someone that just wants to share this information and a culture that is encouraging to do just that. However, some of you guys are wanting more. You're wanting money. And one of the things that I see very frequently is people not knowing their numbers. So a big number that you should know is your subscription totals every month. And while you're in the back office checking your emails to make sure you get communication, go over to the right side of your computer screen and look at your subscription order report. And the great news as a company, as a team right now, is we just had one of the largest jumps in overall subscription volume that we've had since I can remember. It jumped over a $17,000 increase. So yeah, last month, $731,000 was purchased in Team True Blue in subscriptions. And that's up $17,000, which is usually, it's an uptick of about 1,000 or so. And that marks 3 straight months of subscription growth. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because these are indicators to know if your systems are working, okay? It lets you know that if you've been doing trainings, am I training on the right, is my training the right content? Am I saying the right things? Am I training on the right things? Because apparently we've been hitting hard enough the importance of subscriptions in our trainings and in our meetings that the subscriptions just don't go up by themselves, guys. It's not an accident, not 3 months in a row, especially after a month of a launch of NAD. I suspected actually our subscriptions to go down, but they didn't. The subscriptions went up. And that is phenomenal. It lets us know we are on the right track. Now, the question is, do you know your numbers well enough to know if you are on track? And if you don't, you need to know, and you need to just ask. And if you're a Pro 3 or higher, guess what we're going to be talking about tonight? Knowing your business and how to know your business. It's one of the topics of the training tonight. And just don't get too caught up too on your monthly volume. I know a lot of people track monthly volumes. Well, guess what? Team True Blue's monthly volume went down last month in November. It went down by $112,000. And you may be thinking, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong at all. It means we just came off one of the biggest months we've ever had as a team because of the launch of NAD, because our volume was up last month $125,000 over September. So September's volume, we were up last month over $125,000 over September. It just means wedged in between September and November was October, which was the launch of NAD, which was an explosion of volume, okay? So know your numbers. Don't get caught up on just your volume. And one of the big things you should be watching is subscription, because when subscriptions go up, it's almost impossible for your check to go down. The only way your check's not going up, if your subscriptions are going up, is if you haven't enrolled anybody in a long time. And it's just your team's subscriptions are going up and there's rank advancements happening and you're not the one that's adding to those new enrollments, and the rank advancements are coming from depth, not from width. If you got a wide organization and your subscriptions are going up, most likely your check goes up. It's just the way it is. So just wanted to touch on those things. I know it was a lot of information today, but we're excited about what we're doing as a team. This core value of giving all an equal opportunity of impact is such an important part of our decisions that we make for the team. And we're really, really excited. And there's going to be an announcement tonight about something that's happening in May. So if you're Pro 3 or higher, you are the first ones that are going to find out about an event happening in May that's going to give a lot of people an equal opportunity for impact. So we're super pumped for all of you. Another week is here. Let's go crush this month, guys. The numbers are up. Numbers are up this month over last month. That's encouraging. So got anything else you want to say?
Nope. Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye. See ya.